Good morning, Richard Eckley here. Happy Tuesday morning to you. A bit of a damp one here in Swansea today, so never mind, say, but happy days. We're on a Tuesday, so we're on a Wealth Tuesday on your 4 keys to a healthier, happy you. And the question today was really the benefits of an online business, the current state of affairs in the world today with the coronavirus and all this going on. They speak for themselves. I mean, online business, you haven't got any worries about the pitfall. If you've got a normal brick and mortar business, people have been told to stay home and self-isolate and all the rest of that. Well, obviously, that's going to affect any business in the high street, any sort of business that's got a brick and mortar business. Your footfall's going to just drop dramatically. People aren't going out anywhere. So where are people? People are all at home, sat on their computers, sat on their phones, sat on their laptops, looking at stuff to do. So looking at things to buy. So if you've got an online business, your business could now be thriving because you've got an online business as opposed to a traditional business. And unfortunately, with what's happening as well, a lot of brick and mortar businesses are actually going to have to, well, unfortunately, they're going to go broke, literally because they haven't got the customers anymore. And the overheads is the biggest cost to any business. That's what often is the make or break part of a business. Depending on what overheads they've got to cover before they make any profit, if they're on the borderline anyway, then their footfall drops down, their profit's gone, they're in negative equity, and they're gone. Unfortunately, they're bankrupt. And this current environment with the coronavirus is going to cause a lot of businesses to go bankrupt just on their overheads alone, unfortunately. So an online business, not only would you, if you could develop your own, when you develop your own online business, would that only be a good idea to have a multiple streams of income? I've said this before so many times. If you've got all your eggs in one basket, as it was, just your main job, and you go to work every day, say now you have to self-isolate because that's what the government recommended for 2 weeks, that's 2 weeks of no money. Well, if you've got an online business you've developed alongside that, this money will still continue to come in, even though your main source of income isn't. Then you can develop this business up over a long time. An online business is the same as any other business. It takes time. The hardest part of any business is finding your clients or your customers that want to buy your product or service. That is the hardest part of any business. If that was the easy part, we'd all make millions of pounds. We just create a product, sell it, and make millions of pounds. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen. So you need to actually develop your client base, your customer base over a long-term period. The more, as I said before, the bigger the customer base you've got, the more of a steady stream of income you'll have for your product or service. You'll be able to sell more on a consistent basis, which will keep money coming in long term, which is what you want in any sort of business. And as I said before, having a long-term online business is protected against this sort of thing, if you like, against the virus, because you haven't got the personal contact. So you're online and people are all day on their phones, on their laptops, so you've got more of a chance of selling stuff online. Obviously, if we then have a massive power shortage, we lose electricity, then that business is gone as well. So then you need to go back to the brick and mortar business and people will be walking. So there's different times, different strategies work better throughout history. They always have and they always will. Things will always come along and change. In a couple of years' time, you could have this major power outlet, electricity all goes, and we'll have to find a different source of power. So then whatever business you can develop with that would be the next one again. So we're always adapting, always evolving as we go through life. So it's realising again with the current situation with the flu, we're still in the flu season. Once the flu season passes by, comes till the end of March into April, I've done my research on the coronavirus. I'm not going to get too much involved in it, but apparently this is a very mild strain of flu. It's very contagious, but very mild. So you may catch it, you'll feel ill for a bit, and then you'll get better again. Again, if you've got health complications, this affects it like any flu. But as in most flu seasons, there's always going to be people that just, God, you can't cope with it. So that's just the way it goes on, unfortunately. But this is still the flu season. So yes, so developing an online business alongside what you're already doing, could be a job, could be a business, could be whatever you're doing, could be so beneficial for the long term, because like I said, you've got multiple streams of income coming in, you're spreading the risk factor, if you like. So just having one risk factor, which if that goes, you've lost everything. If you've got a couple of streams of income, the one can drop down and you've still got another couple coming in here, still bringing you some money in, so you're still not quite so bad. So that's my little thought today on online businesses. Today just shows you the current situation, why it's so important to really get yourself an online business, something developing alongside what you're currently doing, to give yourself some backup. And when people are stuck in their homes, got nothing to do, what they're going to do, go online and shop. So you might as well make yourself some money that way and help things grow. Keep yourself financially supported. Have yourself a good day today. All the best for now.